Peter Oko, an inmate in committee, was convicted of murdering his wife, whose body was found in their house in Umoja Estate in Nairobi, a crime he denies he committed. Prior to receiving life imprisonment, he had been in remand for close to 9 years, and since his hopes of being free dwindled after conviction, Oko decided to make something out of his life instead of giving up. Oko's journey to studying law started in 2011 when he met the Judicial Service Commission to present the grievances of inmates at Committee Prison. Oko received a diploma in common law after studying the course online and will now advance to a further law qualification. Oko is among 8 other prisoners and a prison warder who are following the law course from University of London.
I'm studying because I want to make a change in the lives of my fellow inmates and the life of my fellow Kenyans. People are going through hard times, and I know today, as we speak today, many people are at risk of going to prison. Many people are very ignorant of the law, and they're going to pay a dear price for that.
While prisoners are aware of the limitations to practice law, they are nevertheless confident that they will use the law of knowledge for the benefit of the society. Oko says that he will use the law to get out of jail and will also use the law to help another inmate win his appeal. In Kenya, the majority of people accused of committing a crime face court without a lawyer. At Committee Prison, Oko has founded the Crime Sipwa campaign, whose members are found within prison walls and outside, and is also behind the beautification of the institution.
Most inmates don't have legal representation, so it's fellow inmates who assist them to write their legal applications. The court process through the court, we teach them on how to represent themselves, but we write the submission.
For Oko's mother, despite the difficult circumstances and lack of resources, her son demonstrated tremendous determination. She has faith that her son will one day walk out of this prison gate a free man and ready to serve Kenyans in the corridors of justice. Oko has 2 children, a son who is a second-year electrical engineering student at the University of Nairobi, and a daughter who is a second-year law student also at the University of Nairobi.
I can't say he killed his wife. I can't say that he did not kill his wife because I was not there. But I believe something can go wrong. Judges may go wrong. Maybe he might insist, but God will do the better judgment.
Oko has contested the verdict of the court, and gaining a law qualification is part of his campaign to prove his innocence.
My late wife was mom's best friend, and it would be preposterous, for me to be accused of something, of hurting my mom of all people.
The Africa Prisons Project founder Alexander McLean said the project showed how prisons can be places of positive transformation. The event at the prison was attended by High Court Principal Judge Richard Mwongo on behalf of the Chief Justice Willy Mutunga.
It disturbed me when I saw that it was often the poorest people who ended up in prison, and often the wealthier ones who could afford to become lawyers.
It is important that our inmates pursue higher education in preparation for better opportunities once they leave this facility.
The prison education program was supported by a London-based charity, the African Prisons Project, which supports the welfare of prison inmates in Kenya and Uganda. Among former jail students of such University of London external courses was Nelson Mandela, who studied as an external student when imprisoned in South Africa. For many Kenyans, Committee Maximum Prison is a home for hardcores. But Peter Oko has changed the image of this place by showing Kenyans that prisoners have the right to education. And now Peter is waiting for the final verdict of the Court of Appeal to know whether he will go home with his family members or whether he will continue staying here for the rest of his life. Brenda Zeda for Ebro Africa News at the Committee Maximum Prison, Nairobi.